never remember from sort of one minute to the next. It's my age, I think. But first of all, I'd like to say good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I'd like to thank you all for coming. Alex had a very difficult decision in choosing his best man. He didn't want to upset his many best friends, so he asked me to do the honours and made me make through the speech. Why, I don't know. Then his mates would share out the other duties. I'd like to thank Matt, because Matt actually organised the stag do, which turned out to be a weekend of culture. I think we'll all agree.
Hey! Culture?
I think Alex will probably regret, living to regret his decision in asking me to be the best man, as I have 24 years of inside information on Alex.
Hey!
First of all, I would like to say how stunning the bride is, and how beautiful the bridesmaid look today. As well as a speech, it would seem to be that there were three main roles I had to fulfill as best man. The first was to get him here on time, by making sure he had a good night's sleep before the wedding. Well, I'm very sorry, but he wet the bed twice, and he woke every hour crying for his mum. Less. The second was to get him there looking presentable, with his face and hair in good order. Unfortunately, God didn't get it right. He still looks handsome though.
Go on, Dave.
Finally, I was to ensure that no angry ex-girlfriend showed up impromptu to spoil the ceremony. Thankfully, this was not a problem, as the outbreak of foot and mouth saw most of them out of quarantine a couple of years ago.
That's it, Dave.
Alex was always a very happy child from the moment he could utter his first words, which, incidentally, were broom broom. He was obsessed with the motor car, especially red ones. Everywhere we used to go was, there's a red car. How many more red cars are we going to see, Daddy? How many more red cars, Mummy? It was red cars. He didn't walk until he was 18 months old, as he preferred to be carried. Don't know why. Look at the size of him now. As he got older, his passion for football developed, which meant me spending the next few years repairing the broken glass in the greenhouse. As for his football skills, they have improved. From the time he broke his toe, he was taking a kick at the ball, he missed, and kicked a brick instead. As a child, Alex hated the beach. He would never put his foot off the blanket, as he would not put his feet on the sand. Infant school plays were always the highlight of the year. I can still picture Alex dressed as a little lamb during a Christmas performance. He gave us all a rendition on stage of picking his nose.
Brilliant, brilliant.
Not gonna.
I also remember very clearly an instance where Alex had to go into hospital for a minor op.
Oh!
After the procedure and following the anaesthetic, his leg was numb. He became hysterical because he thought they'd cut his leg off. Dalberton Cottage in Compton was like the YMCA, with Alex's many friends using the house as a watering hole and cafeteria. Yvonne was always very tolerant and always made all the children's friends very welcome. Once, when we were on holiday on the Isle of Wight, Alex rang his mum to ask if Jonty could stay. Of course, Yvonne said. He stayed until Christmas. I also remember once Yvonne having a phone call from Alex. He had gone to Bristol on a night out with his mates. A little voice said, "Help, Mum, I'm in Bristol, at Richard's flat, somewhere. I don't know where I am. They all left me. What can I do?"
That was my birthday.
Well, what could Yvonne do? How could she know where he was? So she told him, get a bus into Bristol and catch a bus on into Bath. He found a bus into Bath. He arrived in Bath, got off, and was promptly sick on the pavement. He was spotted by a policeman who made him clear it up and marched into the cash machine to withdraw £80 to pay the instant fine. Did you know, Carla, he had a police record?
Walking on the moon.
Alex's car has always been his pride and joy. He would get very annoyed if a small knock or scratch appeared. So you can imagine how he coped with having at least 3 cars being written off, including one of mine. According to Ollie and Kate, maybe more. But I simply lost count. But I have to add, it wasn't always his fault. If Carla thinks Alex is fussy now, she would be surprised to know he used to clean his trainers with a toothbrush, and having a new football was always a problem, as he hated using it in case it got scratched. It's nice to think that he has been fussy in picking his wife, only the best for Alex. Yvonne and I were very pleased when Alex met Carla. She soon became very part of our family and is a lovely person. As for the children, Bobby is a dream and Jake is a lovely, sensitive, kind boy. We are privileged to be grandparents to them both. I'd also like to thank Belinda and Brian, because I know how difficult it's been for them over the last few weeks with Belinda's mum being in hospital, getting everything arranged. So thank you very much, both of you. I'd like to finish up by saying what a great honour it's been to be able to make this speech today. On behalf of the bride and groom, I'd like to echo what I said earlier and thank everyone for sharing their special day. So then, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me immense pleasure, not to mention relief, to invite you all to stand and toast Alex and Carla, the new Mr. and Mrs. Kingston Wood. We wish them all well for the future and a long and happy life together. Please be upstanding and raise your glasses. Alex and Carla.
Yeah.
Thank you all very much. Thank you.
Dave.